Redo the intro because I don't know if they caught any of that, but that's exciting. All right, here we go. Welcome to episode 1 of the best travel podcast in the universe. More than likely, we hope. I'm your guest. I'm your host, Fraser LeVay, InspiredTravelEat.com, travel the world, and we are with Biscuits and Greavy, also known as Jackson Greaves, just pouring himself a nice martini. Was that a...
It's actually not a martini. That is to look sophisticated. It's actually squirt mixed with toddy small batch vodka, um, Texas vodka.
Yeah, that's great.
I highly recommend it.
Have you ever had it before opening
As
that
well
bottle?
as squirt. I highly recommend squirt. That's a non-paid shout
Why
out.
don't-
I am not sponsored by them in any way, but big fan. I'm a big fan. They don't get enough shout outs, so to squirt.
Why don't we just save that kind of stuff till the end when we're doing better? But we can just call out a bunch of sponsors now. We want this.
I'm sorry, I've never done a podcast before. I'm just really excited.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
we're excited to
fantastic.
have you. So today we're covering Nashville, Tennessee, which
Yes,
you're familiar
I
with.
actually
I'm familiar with. We both live there.
I have I did. I still have a home there actually.
Oh wow!
Shout out to my renters, Sam, Hunter, and Chris. They're fantastic.
Yeah, all the shout outs.
Yeah,
I love that the first two minutes have been just shout
I
outs to companies and people.
I, love,
This is great.
I thought that's what you do.
Yeah, no, I mean
So,
it probably is, right?
yeah, shout out to Alpha Greens as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Alpha
Where's that
Greens.
shirt from? Is that
That's
shirt from
incredible.
Nashville, a certain place? You want to tell anyone?
This is actually from one of my favorite local bars, and not local bars in Nashville. It's actually corporate. They have I think they have like 3 locations, but the Nashville one is fantastic.
That's
And
cool.
I actually have some friends who work there, and they're fantastic.
They seem
I'm gonna
fantastic.
spare them the shout outs, but
Yeah, that's fine.
they're fantastic.
Is it called Mother's Ruin?
Mother's Room? Yeah, Mother's Room. It's unbelievable.
Do you say ruin or ruin?
It's got a real rune.
Ruin. You don't pronounce the I.
Ruin.
There's no ruin. It's just ruin. I mean, I'm Canadian. I don't know how to pronounce shit, so I'm looking to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm looking to a dictionary, so I'm lost when it comes to the English language.
Yeah.
But I like to put my spin on it.
Yeah, that's fine. Ruined it. I've heard people say ruined it. I think it's like a southern thing. You're from the South, so that adds up, correct?
It is.
Yeah.
The South is where I reside.
And are from born?
I just keep going. I keep going more south. I mean, I was born.
You're like Zach Bryan.
Great artist.
Shout out Zach Bryan.
Shout out Zach Bryan. To be even in the same discussion as Zach Bryan's like, wow, Fraser, thank you for coupling my name and his together in the same sentence. Wow. But no, in no way, shape, or form me and Zach Bryan alike, other than, he is a musical genius and I'm just,
You're a genius in multiple things.
In multiple things. I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, a master of none, but a jack of all trades. I don't know. I think you're maybe a food master.
I do consider myself quite the pro on the grill.
Yeah.
I love to grill me up some meat.
Yeah.
I did it professionally at one point.
Yeah. You even won a sportsmanship award, a little Kiss Your Sister award, which is beautiful. I love that for you.
Oh, that's sportsmanship top hand. That's the 5th year I think it's been handed out. It goes to the most valuable contributor to the rodeo, I believe, or the most helpful, or someone who really embodies the spirit of what the rodeo was all about, which is something that happens the second weekend of March every year in Andrews, Texas. If anyone is ever around, please come and see it for yourself. It's a golf tournament, a rodeo, a barbecue, and a church service as well. And it's a fantastic time.
That's great. I'm glad we covered Andrews, Texas. We still haven't yet to get to Nashville, which this podcast will be about, but that's semantics. What's the name of the rodeo?
I
Should
mean,
we give the rodeo a shout
I've
out?
been a lot of places. Yes, the M. Fisher Jr. Memorial Rope steer roping. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And you're the
And everyone is welcome.
reigning most sportsmanlike back-to-back champ.
I I know I am actually a three-time three-time consecutive winner of the Dude Rodeo.
You're the Michael Jordan of
Uh,
this
this year I
rodeo.
placed this year I placed second in briskets and in the barbecue competition, and then I came in. I was voted uh, top sportsmanship's top hand award winner. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
it
big deal.
sounds big. What's the
It is big.
three-time dude
It is.
winner?
Hey, it is big.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I
Huh?
give you likes on social
Yeah.
media. What's the dude
Yeah.
winner? Is he your three-time
The
dude ranch
dude.
winner?
I thought we were going to get to Nashville, but you know
No,
what?
let's
While
educate
we're on the
people here in the
subject,
South. Yeah,
yeah, a dude rodeo is where amateur
dudes.
um, dudes, dudettes. I mean,
Okay,
women. It is.
it's
We
2023,
are.
right? We got to open up to everyone.
Well, in Texas, we do not discriminate,
Mm.
and it
Everyone knows
is
that.
everyone is welcome.
Everyone.
Everyone is welcome to hop on the
That's on the
steers,
Texas flag.
and yep,
Welcome
yep.
all
You don't even
races,
have to have a vaccine or
genders.
anything. You can just hop on the steers.
Yeah,
PETA doesn't really like it,
no,
but you know
everyone else.
it's for charity,
It's
so
beautiful.
it all works
Yeah,
out.
Texas is the most welcoming place on earth. Everyone knows that. That's a fact.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would agree.
any we don't rep.
Well, no, I wouldn't say the most welcoming place on earth. I wouldn't say that.
But it's better than
There's some pretty welcoming places.
it's better than like Iraq.
Have you been to Costa Rica?
Yeah, very
Costa
welcoming.
Rica's pretty
Yeah, you're right.
very welcoming. Very welcoming. Have you been to Hawaii?
Yeah,
Very
they're not
welcoming.
welcoming if you try and go on
They
there.
greet you there.
Yeah, they do greet
They
you.
greet
You're
you.
right.
Yeah. It's very
So
hospitable.
what could we say Texas is more hospitable than? Iraq for sure, right? Um,
I haven't been to Iraq,
they could be more
so
welcoming. Yeah.
I haven't
We don't
been.
want to put
I haven't
words in
been.
Iraq's mouth is basically what we're well,
I would not want to put let yeah,
no, we don't want to do
would
that.
not want to do
That
that.
makes sense. Well, this is a
Yeah.
great start. Well, Nashville, now we've toured the world. We can get, which is great because this is a travel podcast. We're telling you where to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if you're going to go to Nashville, you should definitely visit Mother's Room.
Yeah.
I would say that it's in Germantown,
Ooh,
right? Like it's in the downtown area.
yeah.
It's a great spot. You know, you can have conversations there. It can be intimate. You
Hmm.
know, it's kind of candle lit vibe. The bartenders are very fun. You know, they get the party going.
Yeah. Which is
Ve
necessary.
Great service is what I'm saying.
Okay,
You know,
great.
great service is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Great drinks.
Mm.
You know, like drinks you're not going to find anywhere else.
Nowhere else.
Yeah, nowhere else. Like
What about Chili's?
no,
No.
Chili's cannot make one of their drinks is a Demumbrian Fox. You know, you can't make a Demumbrian Fox at a Chili's.
Wow.
Yep, you don't get a 2 for 1 on those.
That's true.
Or and then they every month they have a different slushy.
Oh, I love
They're
slushies.
fantastic usually.
Yeah, there's a big hatred
Usually.
on slushies where I feel like people should really like slushies. They're good.
Oh, in the South they're treasured. Have you ever had an Orange Julius? Orange Julius ever had one?
Like
You
there's an alcoholic version
you're
or like the
Canadian. I don't know what you have and
like in Canada
have
we have
not
an
had.
orange Julius that's like a delightful drink.
Arizona either. You might as well be on Mars. To me.
So Orange Julius in Canada is like a place that
Big
you
fan
would
of
go
Phoenix
with like
though.
smoothies and fresh pressed juices. Is that or it's an alcoholic thing?
It's an orange juice. I mean, I've seen people make it alcoholic a number of
But
times,
the
but it's orange. It's orange juice. mainly.
And Julius?
Um,
What is the
yep,
Julius?
that's the South secret. You
Oh,
know, yeah,
well, we've got an
that's
Orange
that's
Julius.
that's the where the trademark lies.
Hmm.
Julius.
Okay. So it's like orange juice, but it's like glorious Julius. Okay. Well,
That's what I say.
you keep your secrets then. You keep those.
Yep, you can find them in Nashville
Okay.
if you visit.
At
If you
Mother's
visit
Ruin
Nashville. No, they do not have. I think they might make a rendition of it once every
quarter.
12 months or so,
Yeah.
maybe.
Seasonal.
An orange related
A
slushy.
seasonal thing.
I would say a kiss, like a tribute to an Orange Julius.
Hmm.
But if you want to get a real good Orange Julius, I'd go to Denton's if you're ever in if you ever see a Denton's.
Okay.
They're fantastic.
Hmm.
That's a chain,
Oh,
I believe,
great.
that's still
But
around.
not in Nashville. So
It was
I
about
guess we'll get back.
maybe
Yeah,
Nashville,
we don't know.
maybe Nashville. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't checked their franchise records lately,
Yeah.
but they have a far reach, I'm
And if
sure.
anyone wanted to know, they would find out from us because we're doing a travel podcast on everything Nashville. So we
I
can
can
tell you.
Google it.
No, it's fine. Uh, we got to
People
tell
Google
people
on
some.
podcasts all the time.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
yeah.
I've seen
I
it.
think you're just referencing Joe Rogan. Shout out Joe Rogan, right? Do we shout him out? We shout people. Everything else that comes to mind, we give them a shout out. Maybe they'll
Yeah,
retweet or re-TikTok us.
I know a lot of people. I could start shouting out.
Yeah, a lot. Where
Watch out, people.
what
Watch
would
out.
you say
Shout
is the
outs
number
coming.
one thing to do in Nashville? I feel like
Number
so
one thing to
I
do?
think all you can really do is drink in Nashville for the most part. Like no one's going there for like and country music and drinking.
Concerts. I mean,
Yeah,
are you
music.
kidding me,
All
Frazier?
right,
Music. The music is
music coincide
a
with
Titans
drinking.
game or two. A Titans game or
Yeah, but
two.
you can
The
watch shitty
Preds
football
on
anywhere
the
and
prowl
shitty hockey
some years.
everywhere. You
Huh?
can watch shitty hockey and shitty football everywhere. So that's not really sets itself apart. But yeah, the music. I meant the music and like the drinking scene is really one. So we've got like the CMA Fest, the Ryman. Have you ever watched a show at the
Yes.
Ryman Auditorium?
Yep.
What show? Are you lying?
I can't
Yeah.
remember, honestly,
You
which
fucking
one. I've
liar.
been as while I was drinking
But I think
on probably Broadway.
the Ryman I think is like top two places to listen to music in the country. Is that maybe top three for sure? I think it's like
Google.
historic. It's absolutely historic. The Ryman Auditorium. Make sure you watch a show there. You have to do that.
I'm looking at their website right now. I'm thinking that's where the best
Well, I think they're
music's most iconic stage, where history is made, where legends perform, where music lovers belong. I love music. I should probably go there more often.
that's what we're supposed to be experts here. We're telling people where to go. So I'm glad we nailed that one without having to Google it. But then we did Google it, which people could have done, which kind of defeats the
Going
purpose
to the about.
of
Let's go to the about.
of the podcast. But all right, so we've got the
The
Ryman.
history of the
I don't think
Ryman.
we people on here has to read
I
off
mean, it's
Google.
been. I actually have I actually have a lovely painting of the Ryman.
Yeah,
Lovely,
it's
lovely
gorgeous.
painting. I forgot about this. It's all been a blur.
Have you been to
Nashville is
the
all but a blur.
Grand Ole Opry before? That's another place we will.
Yes, I have.
How'd you like
Yes,
it?
I have. Shout out. It's fantastic. Actually, the Boy Named Banjo performed there. Uh, Great band performed there the other night that I'm very fond of.
So again,
Great band. I highly recommend listening to
so we
them.
got country
Um,
music, country music, the Ryman Auditorium, live music. I love about Nashville.
Live music's great
Oh my
there.
god, yeah.
Great place. And I guess like everyone hears about Broadway, but have you heard about Printer's Alley?
No,
Have you heard about the Printer's Alley? Let me tell you about the Printer's Alley.
Printer's
So Printer's
Alley.
Alley, yes, Printer's
Okay, I
Alley,
wasn't sure.
like a printer,
Yeah,
like an
yeah,
HP printer,
yeah.
and then an
Shout out
alley where you go
HP.
get mugged in. Yes,
Shout out all alleys.
but what you get mugged in, the only thing you get mugged in Printer's Alley with is with fun. It's
Yeah,
just nothing
that's
but
beautiful.
it's nothing but an ambush of fun.
That
And
should be on their
and
t-shirts.
you can. And on the way, you should definitely hit the Wild Beaver Saloon. I highly recommend that. Ride the bull there. Ride the bull
Ooh.
there.
That's nice.
Highly recommend that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Where is
I've
Printer's
done
Alley? Is
that.
that close to
Printers Alley is very close to
Broadway? Yeah.
Broadway.
Oh, I see it actually.
About 2
Yeah,
blocks.
2, 3 blocks right by the Courtyard by Marriott,
It's beautiful.
Nashville
It's
downtown.
beautiful out. It's beautiful. People should look it up. Just a picture of it, very enticing.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend the Bourbon Blues Bar, Snitch.
Yeah.
Big fan of Snitch. Great live music there. Very intimate as well.
Yeah.
Skull's Rainbow Room. Very amazing food.
Hmm.
Amazing food. Can't say that loud enough.
Really?
Amazing food. Amazing entertainment. If you try getting a reservation during the burlesque show, you can't do it. You know,
Hmm.
and while you do it, you get to eat a one world class steak, usually accompanied by a vegetable medley and some potatoes.
Wow. That
Um,
sounds
it's what
delightful.
they're known for.
Huh.
What they're known for. They just opened, I think, a place called Sinatra right above it.
Hmm.
That's all about the live music.
Great.
Um, but you mosey on down Printer's Alley. You'll get if you I don't know if you're a friend of you're a fan of the old karaoke
Yeah.
um, clubs. Fraser, you a karaoke guy?
I enjoy watching. I'm not a doer.
Let's say you have to do.
Yeah.
Let's say you must do. What's your song?
I can't tell. It's a secret because I want to get out there, but it's genius. It involves me not singing much at all. What's yours?
That's not right, Fraser.
I know.
No, that's not how that works. This whole thing's a give and take, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to give me
It sounds
anything,
like
you ain't going to take
Silence of
nothing.
the
You know what I'm
Lambs.
saying?
Like Hannibal was like that with Clarice. Like he would only give her information if he
I'll,
got
I'll, I'll,
information.
I'll tell you, he was very effective.
Yeah.
Tell you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you catch on.
Right.
Glad you catch on. So now you know you can put the lotion in the basket, Fraser,
Yeah.
and tell me what karaoke song you like to sing. Gun to your head.
Yeah.
tell me,
No.
tell me what karaoke song gets you going. Like I have a couple friends out there, like I know their karaoke songs.
Mm.
Andrew Cook,
Shout out Andrew Cook.
shout out Andrew Cook, loves to sing Whitney Houston.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he nails that shit.
Hmm.
He nails it every time. Big fan of him.
That's great.
Great guy
What other
to bring karaoke.
There's a lot of
Or not karaoke. If there's a microphone, like if he was behind me right
yeah,
now, just being Andrew, he would be singing Whitney Houston.
that's gorgeous. Is there
He would.
Have you ever been to the Country Music Hall of Fame? I think we maybe we'll get off music because anyone who wants music, we know we can tell.
No, I've been to the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame. I've been there.
Because there's a tons of great
I've seen
museums
it.
if you love music. There's the Country Music Hall of
They're
Fame,
great.
the Johnny Cash
They're
Museum.
great.
So-
Where's the Hip Hop Hall of Fame? Question. I gotta be real with you. I do love country music. Big hip hop guy.
Yeah,
Big hip hop guy. But I'll tell you all about the country music.
yeah, that's
I'll,
great.
I'll dip my fingers in all the country music.
So aside from Printer's Alley, let's say we're visiting, I want to tell people some great restaurants and areas to go. So 12
Yeah.
South, I love. Have you been to 12 South much?
I have.
Not really. So it's where Edley's is. Remember when we got Edley's? Shout out. That's my
Yes.
top two favorite place to
I've
eat.
been to 12 South, but I got to be honest with you, Fraser. I worked a lot.
Yeah.
While I was in Nashville. I was like I said, I was
Cooking.
dipping. I was cooking a lot.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
cooking at multiple
What I
places.
love about 12 South, it was like
whipping up food, selling food.
yeah,
You know, I was a wholesale a food distributor at one point.
yeah.
So
I'm glad everyone needs to
great.
know that. But at 12 South, I like because you could
I
just
think they should.
walk everywhere.
Well, I like people to get to know me,
Yeah,
Fraser.
you're right.
I like people to get to know
We're
me.
gonna have like 30 of these.
Get to
so
know
I'm
what
sure.
makes me tick and talk.
Yeah, tick.
3 of them?
No, 30. Not
30.
Not today.
I didn't know I signed on for 30.
Well, not today, but yeah, over the course of everyone will want biscuits and gravy back on the show. Surely, we're not 20 minutes in. We've talked 2 things about Nashville, so it's great, which I love. Well, let me tell you about 12 South if we can. So it's a bunch of like coffee shops, little like knickknacks and cute little boutiques. So if you've got your out with the girls, even maybe with the guys, there's a couple of bars, patios, great little spot. There's a park nearby. So I love that 12 South. Check that out. Edley's Barbecue, my favorite place to eat. What the one I'm thinking of? It's probably my favorite chicken sandwich I've ever had. Do you agree of where this could be? I don't want to. I don't want to.
Do you want me not put words in your mouth, but put words in
I
your
don't want to
mouth?
put words in your mouth. Where's your favorite chicken sandwich in Nashville?
Waldo's.
Yep.
Waldo's chicken sandwich. It's a little known. People know it, but they don't know it.
Mm,
My friend Adrian
yeah.
Kingsbury, shout out
Shout
Adrian
out.
Kingsbury. Incredible, incredible culinary phenomenon. He is. He created the world's best chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Two renditions of it, the foul mouth and the OG.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could talk all day long about the foul mouth, but we only have time for the OG, which is what I would call the general public's favorite,
Yeah.
which is just the
That's the name probably.
Chick-fil-A rendition, but it's better than
Oh,
that.
way
They
better.
they take the way, but Frazier, you just talk about it. You
Well, I
talk about
think
it. I took you
you
there.
nailed
I
it.
took you
Yeah,
there.
you nailed it. You didn't
Yeah,
even, no one even told you this. And you're like, what is that pickle? You started mentioning pickle. And pickles are my favorite food. And they marinate they put pickle juice in their batter that's marinated for a long time or something to that effect, right? Like that really gives it this gorgeous little crisp.
it's the brine.
The brine, yes.
It's the brine, the salt and pickle juice and whatever else Adrian Lee Kingsbury came up with. The man is a
Yeah.
genius.
Is there any other, like, what's,
I'm not gonna give away any.
yeah, any other
They don't. I'm not
restaurants?
gonna give any of
Where's
their
your
secrets. I don't know them,
another
but
favorite kind of
I'm not gonna put any.
Tennessee
Huh?
or barbecue or steakhouse? Do you have any other ones of those in Nashville where people make sure they hit up?
Edley's, Martin's. You said Edley's.
Yeah,
Edley's is fantastic. I highly recommend everything off that menu.
Martin's.
Martin's as well, though. If
Yeah.
you're like sticking to downtown, you have to be downtown. Martin's is probably the place you're gonna go if you actually want to bang for your buck. And to mention, fantastic like venue. Like Martin's downtown is very large.
Hmm.
You can have a very large group of people. If you bring a very large group of people to Nashville, you can all sit down at the same table. It's People are very nice there. The service is great.
Yeah.
There's multiple places
All
to
right. So
order.
go to
There's
Martin's.
multiple places to order drinks. Oh, Martin's is
Oh, great.
fantastic,
Well, no, a lot of
and
people.
and they do have live music there.
Okay.
I wouldn't say all the time, but
Enough,
they do have live music
enough to
there.
party. I was gonna say,
Enough to
yeah,
party.
a lot
Yeah.
of
And
people.
I mean, they're playing music. And I'm the kind of guy who dances like nobody's watching.
Mm,
So, like, I will dance at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday in the middle of a Chili's. So, like, that's just who I am.
hmm. It's
Um,
beautiful.
yeah.
I feel like some bucket list things that people should do. Everyone knows this, but like Broadway, like Tootsie's, go have a shot at Tootsie's just to say you've been there. It's almost like iconic, right? Like I know locals think it's
Tootsie's
cheesy,
is
but
iconic.
it's iconic.
Yep.
Or
No, it is iconic. Go see a live band there. They're always playing. There's multiple floors with multiple singers
that's what I like
at all
about
times.
Broadway.
That's everywhere on Broadway.
Yeah.
And that's everywhere on Broadway. I will say Whiskey River. If you're on Broadway and you're looking for a bar that's not necessarily um it's like you're trying to get to a place where you can have drinks and listen to good music, and actually have drinks at a reasonable pace and not fight the tourists, and you're on Broadway. I would say
Yeah.
Whiskey River. They have a singer there that sounds just like who's the Haley something.
Williams,
Haley, is it Haley Williams
Paramore.
from
Yeah.
Paramore? They have a singer there that sounds just like her. I mean, almost identical. But she also puts her own twist to country songs. Unbelievable. Love it.
That's great.
Love that place. Like if I can't get, like I always direct people there, always direct people there, but sometimes it gets overshadowed by some of the bigger names. But
Yeah.
I love Whiskey River.
I was gonna say
Love
also
Whiskey
some
River.
outdoor stuff I wanted to touch on too because we've covered a lot of bars. We'll get back
Touch
to
on
some
them.
other stuff.
Touch on them.
Is waterfalls, which I know you didn't do anything of, but there's some great waterfalls within an hour and a half, 2 hours in Nashville. Some little hikes if you want some outdoors. 2 Foot, the lake. Did you ever go out to the lake? 2 Foot. It's called 2 Foot, right?
2 foot, 5 foot. I've been to some lakes,
Yeah.
Fraser. I've been to some
Yeah.
lakes, and I'm telling
Rent
you,
a boat there.
they. Yeah, I'm saying don't Cedar Hill. I highly recommend Cedar Hill. Very clean, a lot cleaner than most.
Yeah.
A lot of Nashville lakes are kind of dirty.
Hmm.
I will say that, there's some that are fantastic.
Okay.
That are,
That's a good plug for
um,
Nashville. Shout
I would
out
say
City of
personally.
Nashville Lakes, Parks and Recreation.
I mean, there's a reason there's not a lot of waterfront property right in downtown, even though there's a lake that runs right through
I
it.
think that's
You know,
called a
the
river.
little cycling center is right off the water. That's changing. I think they're making
They're gonna
improvements.
change the
Shout out to the city of Nashville
river to a lake.
for improving things. And also to my overall market value for my home.
Yeah. Do
Shout
you
out
know the
to
difference between
the city of Nashville for raising
do you
that.
know the difference between a river and a lake?
A river and a lake. Is it the outlets that it goes to, or where it renders its main body, like where it gets its water flow from?
Yeah, nailed it. That's it.
Okay,
Good job.
I thought that was the difference.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
100%. You nailed it.
Private school for a limited time.
Yeah. Are you sure?
That's what.
I won't. What do you think about woo girls?
What?
Like woo girls, and that's like
What's a woo girl?
I think of woo girls. So like they're the girls in Nashville. I know a lot of locals. Every girl group's like woo, and they're always just wooing all the time.
Oh, oh, oh. So I know whoa, a woo. That's a woo girl.
Yeah.
Oh, so Nashville, bachelorette city. It's the capital of bachelorette parties. If you can't go 30, if you are hindered in hearing, I highly recommend not going to Nashville just on the basis that you will never be able to hear again. It's just every 30 seconds. It doesn't matter what direction it's coming from, north, south, east, west, above you, below you. You're going to hear a woo, a real hard woo, because someone hasn't been to Nashville before. Someone's just getting married. Someone just, had their turn 21. Um, Someone just avoided getting arrested.
Shout out Morgan Wallen.
It, you just got a drink shot. Yeah, the man is. I love. I honestly think the guy's great. I mean, you can't hate on a guy who just is nothing but success, success.
Yeah.
If you want to hate on him, go ahead and do it. But all I know is I sing his songs very loudly in my car.
That's great.
I do.
He has
I
he has
do.
some gorgeous songs. I love Morgan Wallen's music as well. Have you been
There's
to
a lot of people I like. A
have
lot
you
of
been
people
to
I
the
like.
Old Smoky Distillery?
Yeah.
So there's Old Smoky Distillery. There's the Mead Historic Site and Winery. So there's a little winery if you want to do that.
Are you talking about the one in Arlington?
Like
Arrington. Arrington. I've been to it. I've been to that one.
yeah.
I've been to Arrington. I'm googling it as we
Okay.
speak. I've been to
Also,
that one.
I always love, and it almost got knocked down. What's what's the best bar ever?
Arrington. Arlington. Wait.
Right.
Yep. Arrington. It's Arrington. I've been there.
Okay, that's great. Tin Roof. I feel like
I've been
people
there.
who don't know need to go to
I
Tin
brought
Roof.
my own charcuterie. I'll tell you that.
To Tin Roof or
I'll tell you
to
that.
Bell Mead?
No. Tin Roof's good. Tin Roof's a chain. Tin Roof great on Demumbrian. A lot of people go to the one on Demumbrian, not the one on Broadway.
Yeah, Demumbrian's one we're
That
talking
makes
about.
it. A lot of people go
That's the OG.
the one, yeah, Demumbrian. Yeah. Oh, was unaware of that. To be honest, but I know a lot of people who DJ there.
Great.
Fantastic place for the DJs. They really get down, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Tin Roof.
Yeah, it used to be live music, and just now it's like enormous. What's that area called where like winners and losers are? Like that's a nice little bar area as well, right?
Midtown.
Yeah, Midtown.
Yeah, it used to be Winners and Losers. Half of Winners and Losers has been blown up. I
Oh,
forgot it was from a gas leak.
maybe
Let's see
hopefully
here.
losers did. That would make
Let's see
sense.
that. I think it was winner. Actually, I think
Yeah,
it
because they
was.
lost. That would make sense. Well, all right. I think. Is there anything else we need to cover for Nashville?
The
Are
place
the
I also worked
waterfalls,
next
Twin
door
Falls,
at
Burgess Falls,
Rebar, I
Greater
think is
Falls?
gone too. Hmm.
Nothing else. I mean, I think we've.
I'm looking. No, I'm going to figure this out real
Yeah,
quick
that's
because
what
this was
people.
actually a pretty big story. People might have almost lost their life in this.
Hmm.
Shout out losers.
It wasn't that bomb that was by
Tennessee.
the river or the lake. So we don't know which ones,
No,
but
that was on. That was right downtown.
yeah.
That was during Christmas one year. That was absolutely wild. And I went and worked at a place that's actually a kind of a hidden gem in Nashville, the 21C Hotel and Gray and Dudley restaurant. It's like a um, art museum, restaurant, hotel, very boutique, very great service,
Great.
great people.
Mm-hmm.
It is expensive, but it's I wouldn't say actually I think you can get some really great deals on it. But it's definitely more of a luxurious experience.
All right. Well, wrapping up. Is there any other things we miss of must do Nashville things? We got the Ryman. You got to see our show there.
Oh, must do.
Yeah. Like what?
Like must do. We haven't even really gone into the must
Well, I
do.
think we
I
got
would
into your
say if
shout
like the
outs.
places you Titans Cafe, I would say that is like a hidden gem.
Okay. Just list them
You're not
out.
gonna hear
What
anything
else? We.
shout Walter Fisher. I would say what else? Oh, 2020 Club. It's the Justin Timberlake place,
Hmm.
the 2030 Club, I think, on Broadway. Fantastic venue. All of Fifth and Broadway, just that whole shopping center area. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you would have to you absolutely need to go to if you're going to be there. I guess if the nearest holiday, what is it? Cinco de Mayo.
Easter.
Cinco de Mayo, the nearest holiday, right? Or no? Are we talking? No, Easter.
Yeah.
Easter
Easter.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Easter. Still Super Rica. I love that place. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great place to eat there.
Mother's Day probably isn't a big drinking holiday. It is for some. I guess you lost if you don't have a mom.
I love my mother,
Yeah.
and I would take her if I was going out with her in Nashville. I would take her to the Locust. That's the place is fantastic.
Okay. Anything else must do's?
It's actually one of the top, and or the Chef and I,
Yeah.
fantastic restaurant place as well.
Well, great. Well, thanks, Jackson Greaves. Biscuits and Gravy on Instagram makes great martinis.
We should do this again,
Oh
Fraser.
yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Fuck it.
We should do this again. We should do it.
All right. We'll do next one. We'll do best places for a bachelor and bachelorette party. Apparently, I can't pronounce those. Well, you did great. You're lovely. I can't wait to talk to you again. InspiredTravelEat.com. This is the best travel podcast in the universe. Any other shout outs before we go?
Just to God for bringing this all together.
Yeah,
because
that's beautiful.
So happy this. It's great to be here.
Yeah,
great to be here.
Thanks, Jackson.
Shout out to you, Fraser, putting this all together.
All right. See you later.
We'll do it.